For 12 years, Police Sergeant Andy Wakely has been part of the Hampshire police force. He also suffers with multiple sclerosis, a disease where the covers of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord are damaged. This can affect parts of his nervous system to communicate properly. But for Andy, the news of his diagnosis came at an unfortunate time.
Well, I applied for the police in 2004 and I got accepted towards the end of 2005 and a start date in 2006. At that point I'd had no indication, no warning, there's no history in my family. And then one morning in February I woke up with a dead leg, is all I can describe it as. So I went to an NHS walk-in centre and presented, and they sent me straight up to A&E. And then I was told on the Friday at about 6 o'clock in the evening, before I started with the police on the Monday morning, that something was wrong, and that if I was lucky then it was MS, because it could be a variety of other things that are worse.
With the news being so close to the start date of his new job, he had to try and figure out if he was going to be capable of fulfilling his role.
I never doubted that I wanted to do it. I doubted myself whether I could do it. And on Monday morning I went in and I said, this has happened, what do I do? And they said, well, let's go with it and see how you get on. It was only through sheer determination and guts and hoping that when I put my right leg forward that my foot was going to land and I could take a next step that I got through it.
The father of two was told that within 15 years there was a 50-50 chance he would end up in a wheelchair. But fast forward to 12 years later, and in 3 weeks' time, Andy is taking part in the London Marathon.
Now, my brother's always run marathons. He's very fit and healthy, and he's an inspiration to me. And I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. Now, I'm wondering whether that's the most sensible thing to do. And someone said to me, they said, that's silly, you won't be able to do that, which is just red rag to a bull. I thought, well, I'll show you. So then I got contacted by the MS Society, who said, would you run it for us? And that was it. Suddenly I was running the London Marathon on my own.
He'll be running the 26-mile race for the MS Society. He says it will be a massive achievement to complete the race, but the sergeant is fully aware of the problems he'll face.
My biggest problem with MS, and my lasting symptom, is a bit of muscle weakness in my right leg in particular, which manifests itself with foot drop. So my right foot, my right ankle, if you like, is weaker. So my foot, instead of my feet being parallel like that, my right foot sort of hangs down a little bit. When I'm running, obviously my toes potentially hit the floor first, and I could go over.
Andy has already raised over £4,000 on his Just Giving page, and to him, the money for the charity is very important.
I want there to be a cure. It's an uncurable illness. I've met so many amazing people with MS that live with it every day. People in wheelchairs, people with walking sticks, and I just think, let's find a way to cure this. And the MS Society does so much to do that.
On the 22nd of April, P.S. Wakely will take to the start line of the London Marathon in the hopes he can reach the finish. And he'll be hoping for a bit of encouragement from his kids.
What do you think of Daddy doing the marathon?
Well, I don't think you will do it.
Jack Deery, That's TV.